Greetings, my people. This video, I would like to talk about menopause. And many of us women have experienced something called menopause as they go through a certain age in their life. And my people, I don't understand. While I was growing up, our parents never talked to us talk to their children about menopause. And menopause is a symptom where a lot of women suffers hot flashes, cold sweats, mood swings, the list goes on. And many of us as women, we never knew the word menopause was what is called hot flashes, mood swings, terrible symptoms. As you get to a certain age where some people get to suffer it when they lose their cycle, their menstrual cycle, changing the dates, maybe it's a lot. Many of us have no knowledge about why we feel that way, why our body changes as women. But today, I figured that I was asking myself how so many of our women suffers in silence and never talk about their body changes and create a group and discuss our different mood changes that is happening in our life as we grow older as women. And I find that as I get older, I realize that majority of us choose to keep our illness or whatever we feel, our pain inside, suffer in silence and lead to depression because they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to discuss it to let other women know how to prepare themselves in a situation as they get older. They refuse to talk about these things on social media. So they keep it in secret. Now, I am in shock that lately that I have been very bold enough to be dancing in my house with my underwear and with my workout bra. Many of y'all have been pointing at me, saying Diana Charles is inappropriate to dance with my cotton underwear and my workout bra in my house. And let me tell you something. I realized that at my age, I felt something different about me. And at the end of the day, I felt that at my age, I finally realized that being me now is my business, is the way that I'm going to live my life, dance. I'm at an age where I can dance, free up myself, be a woman, be myself. And I did not get to be prepared to what the symptom of menopause or growing up, what it's gonna be like to feel hot and cold and getting yourself fighting back, fighting to be alive, fighting to get on top of the game, to be there for the people you love. And I'm a fighter. Why didn't y'all tell me why our parents never talk about menopause with y'all, with us? They were too busy focusing on men, being a slave under men. Y'all never tell your children about menopause. Y'all never told us about abuse and stay away from men that abuse us. Now let me tell y'all what can cause menopause and problems and stress, dementia, Alzheimer's, and that is affecting our women today. Stress from men. Being under men, under slavery. Our parents never taught us to stay away from abuse. Stop making children stress when fathers are not there. They all over the place, cheating, putting up with men that doesn't have no stability, but being a slave under them and stressing women out. And then, years after years, when you become 45, you go up 50, you suffer alone. Where are the men? Where are the men? Stressed over men. Then you go through menopause, you get hot and cold, you cannot perform in bed anymore. Men think, you know what? My wife, my girlfriend is sick. What they do is find somebody else and leave you and enjoying their life, and they are happy somewhere else, but then you've been there for them. But at the end of the day, they don't recognize that they have to be there for their wife or their girlfriend, because when you suffer, when you're sick, men don't want you. Men don't know you. So at the end of the day, that's why I always say, men are not women friends. They are very selfish. So at the end of the day, I choose not to live the life my parents live. I choose to make a different life for me. Not being under nobody, no man. Not taking no stress from no man, nobody. Because at the end of the day, simple, living a life of tranquility and being happy as a woman, stress-free, I choose that. I don't want to be under nobody and under nobody's rules or men or being under them and say, okay, I choose man before my needs. I choose man before everything else. No. Men doesn't choose you over themselves. They are only for themselves. And at the end of the day, the reason why I am having this conversation is because that all the symptoms of menopause and other things that I see all our parents go through, they become sick under our own expense, is stress they get from their men. Slavery alone, no love, nothing but a lot of poor to poor slavery mentality, hardship that caused them to get sick. And our parents, we have to take care of our parents. What for? They were too busy never tell us what menopause are. Sickness, hot flashes, stress, everything that come with it. But at the end of the day, I choose happiness. Happiness, not no stress from man. So at the end of the day, I just wish I was prepared for the symptoms of mine getting hot flashes, hot and cold. I'm hot. Every single day I walk with my bra, workout clothes, my panties. Respect that. At my age, a good thing. A good thing I made my bed properly, because if I didn't make my bed properly, none of y'all would be there for me. Be there for me. I went through a lot of hard work, a lot of stress with people that has no that have made no contribution in my life with me and for me and love and respect me the way I was supposed, but the way I respected y'all. But at the end of the day, y'all don't know nothing. Y'all cannot educate me into anything. But the only thing I see and realize is the disrespect. Stay down, Diana. Don't do this, Diana. Don't do that, Diana. Now, the thing about it is, I want, and I'm inviting each and every one of y'all women to stand up and talk about menopause, talk about the slavery mentality, talk about the suffering y'all going through with men, talk about the abuse, and try to figure out how y'all can get out of slavery, abuse, under men. Teach your children to stay away from a men that will abuse them, especially your children, your daughters. To teach your sons how to get out of this mentality, slavery of yours. Stop abusing women. Stop hitting them. Stop manipulating them. Stop making them look like they should be under them as a slave. Now, at the end of the day, years after years, then again, is that the life y'all want for Diana Charles? Y'all want Diana Charles to leave her beautiful life and come back and be around y'all and accept this kind of stress in my life, in your life? The reason why majority of y'all women not happy with yourself because you're afraid. You're afraid of your men. You're afraid of your own people. You're afraid of speaking up. You'll keep everything a secret. And at the end of the day, I had to figure it out on my own. Well, yes, because you'll keep things in a secret. Well, I have to talk. I have to tell y'all how it is. Yes, what is menopause again? You're suffering in silence. Suffer in silence. When I see some women letting men slap them around, kick them in the face, kick them on their tummy, you have children for them, they beat you up and you still have to stay with the same man that abuse you. When you get sick and you suffer alone. No, it's not gonna happen to me, baby. It's not gonna happen to me. Self-love. I thank God every day that I had the brains. I was smart enough to live a life separate from my family and friends. Because when I really look at every single woman that was supposed to talk to me, show me something different, y'all kept it away from me. Because y'all was afraid to talk about it. And I had to find it and deal with it on my own. And I did. Because a lot of y'all, my friends, are way too secretive. The things y'all supposed to talk about, y'all not talking about it. Y'all keeping it a secret. Well, majority of us as women, we suffer menopause as we get older. And majority of symptoms of menopause, it comes with stress, anxiety, depression, abuse, many things. And menopause is not an easy thing to handle. And a lot of y'all don't even know what to do to at least to find solutions to heal yourselves and try to help figure out a way to talk about it. So people that are coming, our children that are coming, our young children that are growing now, at least they will prepare themselves. And at the end of the day, I am prepared to talk about it. I am prepared to talk about abuse. I am prepared to talk about avoiding men that will disrespect me as a woman. I am prepared to live a life of love and respect where a man will embrace me and appreciate me for me. Yes, yes. So at the end of the day, when you'll see people happy like me and doing what I want to do, please respect that. Please respect that. Because before you try to tell me how to live my life and try to tell me the things that I'm doing on social media is inappropriate, make sure that your closet that you kept in secret and never talk about it and show it on social media so people can learn about it. You kept yours a secret when yours was more dirtier than mine. Check yourself before you'll come and check people like me. That's why I'm putting y'all in your place. Because like I always tell y'all, I'm not the one that have several different father children being in a poor home and still living in slavery. That's why I always tell y'all, check your mistakes, check your lives. Because I sure damn know that there is no way I will live the life that my mother lived and tolerate men abusive men in my life to make me get gray and stress. And when something happens to me, men is not there. Consider this video. I want you guys to comment and talk about menopause. Talk about it. Talk about abuse. Talk about men betraying you, some of your women. Talk about it. Don't talk about my life. Don't talk about my life. My life is proper. Because I was smart enough to avoid such stress in my life. This is another video of my experience where I am speaking reality talk on my show. So at the end of the day, thank you guys for taking your time to listen to my talk on Diana Charles. Yes. My people, yes, my intention is to let y'all know that I am perfect. I am wonderfully made. Yes. Being yourself is the best thing in life. And living like a queen and have your own castle. Don't have to answer to nobody. That's called happiness and tranquility, darling.